Chapter 2: Plants and Animals in Water. Start off. Living beings are found everywhere on the earth. The place where a particular type of animal or plant is usually found is called its habitat. Different plants and animals are categorized according to their habitat. Some plants and animals that live on land are called terrestrial plants and animals. Similarly, the plants and animals that live in water are called aquatic plants and animals. Aquatic plants and their types. Plants that are adapted to live in water are called aquatic plants. They are also known as hydrophytes or macrophytes. Aquatic plants thrive in various water environments, including ponds, lakes, and seabeds. They too make their own food with the help of sunlight and carbon dioxide dissolved in water. There are different types of aquasea plants. Some of these are discussed below. Free-floating plants. There are some aquatic plants like water hyacinth, wolffia, and water lettuce that float freely on the surface of water in ponds and lakes. These are called free-floating plants. These plants have spongy stems with a lot of air spaces, which help them to float on the surface of water. These plants remain in contact with water and air, but are not attached to the soil. Rooted floating plants. There are some aquatic plants like lotus and water lily that float on the surface of water, but their roots are fixed to the soil. These are called rooted floating plants or fixed floating plants. These plants have long, hollow, and light stems which help the leaves and flowers to float on the surface of water. The leaves are very large and circular in shape. The oily surface of leaves makes them waterproof. Discover this. Humans make efforts to remove Eichhornia plants from ponds. Give reasons. Submerged plants. There are some aquatic plants like Vallisneria and Hydrilla that grow underwater. These are called submerged plants. These are fixed to the soil and are entirely submerged in water. Beyond the book. Emergent plants are the plants which are seen growing along the banks of rivers and lakes. Cattail is an example of such plants. Aquatic animals. The animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. These animals have certain adaptations that help them to survive in water. For example, they have gills to breathe and special body adaptations for moving and living in water. Some of the aquatic animals are given below. Fish. Fish have a streamlined body that helps them swim efficiently through water. They have fins which help them to swim in water. Instead of lungs, fish rely on gills for respiration. Gills can take the oxygen dissolved in water. Crustaceans. There are some aquatic animals like lobsters, crabs, shrimps, and crayfish that are called crustaceans as they have a hard shell on their body. They have special limbs, like flippers, which help them to swim in water. They breathe through their gills. Aquatic mammals. The aquatic mammals like dolphins and whales have a streamlined body and flippers which help them to swim in water. They breathe through their lungs as they do not have any gills. They come up to the surface of water to breathe. Amphibians. There are some animals that can live both on land and in water. They are called amphibians. They breathe through their lungs when on land. They also have moist skin through which they breathe in water. Some of the amphibians are toad, frog, and salamander. Water birds. There are some birds like pelicans, ducks, geese, and swans that swim in water. These birds are called water birds. They have special webbed feet which help them to swim in water. Water pollution. Water pollution poses a significant threat to aquatic life. It is caused due to the following reasons. 1. Disposal of sewage from cities into the rivers. 2. Disposal of harmful wastes from industries into the rivers. 3. Accidental oil spills into the seawater. To save our aquatic life, we must reduce water pollution. All wastes such as domestic waste, sewage, and industrial waste should be treated before they are sent into rivers, ponds, or lakes. This will help to decrease the level of water pollution.